No doubt about the biggest journalistic story of the last 12 months. Here's the man who helped break it, the Edward Snowden affair, I think it's fair to call it now, Paul Johnson. Where do we stand with it now?
Well, we stand with it now where there's a debate raging in the United States, where there's a presidential review, there are several bills before Congress, and there's a sort of a consensus that something needs to be done. The debate needs to be had, and people need to be made aware of surveillance. The internet companies themselves, Google, Apple, Yahoo, PayPal, etc., have all petitioned Obama. They're absolutely furious about what's happened. In Europe, there's a debate within the European Parliament. There'll be court cases going to the European Court of Human Rights. The Germans and the French in particular are very, very angry about surveillance, particularly the Germans with the bugging of Angela Merkel's phone, and the Brazilians and the Mexicans are lightly angry. So this story absolutely goes on and on.
Because some people, particularly in the UK, tried to characterise this as a left-wing newspaper, which is how they would see you, just trying to be a bit awkward with the establishment. But actually, it's as much of an issue for the right wing around the world, isn't it?
Oh, it is. I mean, in the United States, you had Al Gore and Mitt Romney both coming out saying you had Glenn Beck and Michael Moore, two characters you couldn't get more. In the UK, it's been far more reticent. In the UK, there seems to be an attitude is spying is what we do to other people, and our spies are the good guys. See James Bond.
OK, so here's the question that I think is relevant not just to the Snowden issue, but to, excuse me, to this conference. You describe yourselves now as a web operation, don't you? You're, as it were, a website that has a newspaper, not the other way around. You're also full of radio studios. You've got 9 of them, I think, in your building. Are you going to do more radio? Is radio something that features in the future of The Guardian?
I mean, radio is an element of what we do. We describe ourselves as digital first. Our audience, only a third of it is in the UK, a third of it's in the United States, and a third of it is in the rest of the world. We break all of our stories, or almost all of our stories, online first, because that's where the audience is. I think audio and video are incredibly important components within this, because you need to offer the whole package now. That's exactly what's expected.
You can't just be any of those things anymore. You can't just be online or a newspaper or a radio or a television station, can you?
No, you can't. I mean, the whole theory of storytelling now is to embed video, is to put audio in there, enliven the experience, make the experience far, far more richer. That's certainly the case on the web.
We're all multi-platform now.